private schools. We always lived in a nice 2-story home, 2-car garage. My parents and my brother both moved within a 2-week period, and I was suddenly in San Jose alone. And I had had my family within about 1 or 2 miles of me almost my entire life. And I was teaching, and it seemed like, my future was bright. One day I was with my boyfriend, and we were in the apartment, and the gentleman that later became my husband brought methamphetamine into the house. After that, I couldn't stop thinking about the drug, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. And from that point, I started using. I was addicted almost immediately. Mark started getting very verbally abusive. I didn't have my support system any longer. My family was gone. The physical violence started to get more intense, the screaming and yelling, and pretty soon he didn't have to put me down because I was putting myself down. I was telling myself how stupid I was. I was telling myself I couldn't do anything right. It was almost like he was stuck in my head. I felt like I had this hole inside me, and I couldn't figure out how to fill that hole. I had started shoplifting from Nordstrom's, figuring that if I did this and I looked the part, if my jewelry was right and my nails were done, that maybe nobody would know what was actually happening. Then, during my job skills class and during my relapse prevention class, that I found out about Catholic Charities. And I had decided upon my release, seeing as I knew I wasn't going to have a place to stay, that I knew I was going to have to come to a shelter. But I was terrified. I had no idea what to expect. With the encouragement of the staff here, with the assistance of my case manager, after talking to even the gentleman that drove the van here, everybody here encouraged me. They would save a hot plate of food for me when I didn't get back on time for dinner if I called. I could, sign up for laundry, and I could do it here. There were counseling services offered. There were coach to career classes offered. And the staff, you couldn't have asked for a better staff. I have been clean since December 2012, and I am very grateful to Catholic Charities, because without them I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I wish I had known that there was no reason to be afraid on the first day I was here. This is the best move that I ever made. And sometimes something that seems like it's going to be the worst thing that could ever happen to you turns out to be the best thing that ever happened to you.